See. Okay, you guys, welcome to week 2 of Awaken the Tarot Within You. So we're going to start first. Any kind of questions regarding your tarot cards? The first 4 that we went through, like the major arcana. Any questions on the Fool, the Magician, the High Priestess, or the Empress? No, nothing. Okay,
No,
we're going to go over the Emperor is the next one that we're going to go over, okay? And like Chase had mentioned, today's National World Tarot Day today too. I didn't even know.
Oh, cool.
Even awesome, even better that we're here, right? Doing this.
Uh-huh.
Hold on here. Okay, so let's check out your guys' Emperor.
Oh. Can you see it?
Yeah. Look at the rams. I see the rams. Nice. Yes, I like them.
I know there's so many symbols on there. It's just hard to read it, but when you tell us, it makes sense.
Yeah, so here's mine. You guys can see mine.
Oh, that's a pretty one.
Let me see.
Oh, wow.
That's my Emperor.
Beautiful.
Yeah, they're just really
like the fuddy-duddy.
you're just like, they're just an older way, you know, and it's like just basic. You're the basic part of it, you know. But I think it's also a lot with your personality, Kim. I mean, right, not your personality as in where you start at the beginning. Like that is a beginner's deck, right?
That's it, yes.
And that right there that is your Virgo in you, that you have to start at the beginning of something. Like you can't just grab a tarot.
You're so funny. I never even thought of that. You're right.
Yeah, you know, it's just that part of you. We're like, okay, I don't care how many decks are out there. You're like, this is the start.
I did.
I gotta start right here.
I did. As soon as I saw that, I go, that's it.
Yep. and that's okay. It's like, it's the basics for you. Once you learn this, then you'll feel free and you'll feel more confident in choosing or allowing the tarot to choose you. You know, right now.
I did a 3-card read, and it was the most amazing thing ever. It really marked exactly in my lifetime what's going on now, a little bit of how I got there, and that I'm on the right path. It was amazing.
Good. It's always nice to be able to connect with our cards, you know, and once your cards know that you're open to receiving, it's magical. It really is, because that connection is like, wow. And then you can see it, you know, you're like your third eye. It's just like, wow. And then you can see what it's trying to tell you. And that's the beauty of it, you know. I do my tarot, like usually depending, maybe like once a week on Sundays, I do a big spread. And if I'm really going through something where I'm like, okay, I need to know what's going on, I'll do all my cards. Boom, all of them, just to kind of see, is it making sense? Is it connecting? And it is. It's always when I know that something's happening big. And they all coincide. All of them do. It's a beautiful thing to kind of see, like, wow, okay, cool. This is awesome. Good thing. Chase, let's see your Emperor.
Here he is.
Oh, look at him. Wow. Oh, it's got the eagle.
Looks like Mike Tyson.
Okay, so the Emperor, guys, it's like a father figure. Okay, look at him that way. He is wise. He's aware of his freedom. Okay, he's a lot like you know, an emperor is someone that has fought for his freedom and now is comfortable and he's relaxed and he's thinking about the future. Either he's got a family. He thinks before he reacts. He's very he's gentle. The Aries rules the Emperor. If you want to go into like more of the zodiac, a lot of our cards will have either the Aries symbol on them, which is the ram, will be there, and that's the ram is fire. So when the Emperor comes out, it could also be any fire sign. The Emperor could either be, when it comes up in a reading for a person, it could be someone that holds himself well. he can be very he's very well respected, put it that way. And it depends on each of your cards how he looks. Then we'll get into more of the symbols. Like for Kim's, you know, yours, he's very like proper, you know, someone that knows his values and beliefs, and he's firm. He's very firm, you know, in it. Your background will tell you a lot if the king has a background, you know,
Like mountains.
if they're mountains and so forth. He's very grounded. Okay, the earth is very grounded. And because of the mountains, when you're surrounded by mountains, you're free. You're free, you know. You choose to be there, and so you're also well hidden. That means it will take a lot. It would take somebody that's really looking for you to attract or to find this person, because he's surrounded by mountains. He's not easily found. So if you find a person that is in the emperor phase, that's a really good catch. And it could maybe a relationship, you know, reading that you're doing. And that usually is the person that's either in your life right now or that is coming into your life. So like for mine, like even like the cape, when they wear a cape, they know that they are royalty. Some people, you know, will have a presence, like as if they know who they are, but they're humble. They're not really going to feel that they need to be like beckoned on or given things. Okay, so it depends on the reading on the card. Now Chase's emperor, he's got an eagle, a golden eagle on Chase's. Okay, so air, which means he's probably a lot in his head though too, because he also oversees, you know, a community. And by the look of him, when he's facing like to the left, it's like where things are making him think. So like I said, it's a lot to do with the card itself in the picture, right? Like Kim's yours is very proper, very straight, right? You know, this is who he is. And that's just a natural emperor. He holds himself well, he's wise, he's respected. He has, you know, freedom, he's like royal and so forth. But you're also older. Your emperor is older. He's got the white hair. Usually that in the old time frames, the white hair meant wisdom, right? A lot of wisdom, right? And so nobody could ever doubt him because he's very well, he's experienced. He's experienced many things, you know?
Like me. No.
And so like, you know, for mine, he's a lot more, he's not as old, you know? He's a lot younger, you know, but he's got the kids and he's just watching them. And it's kind of thing where he's got the freedom to be able to take care of his kids and enjoy that time with his kids, right? When Chase is, to me, he's just like he's more concerned. Chase, let's see your emperor again. Bring closer or talk.
Okay. So
Now look at that. You know, he's got the sun, the yellow, he's got the gold, you know, for the eagle. He's all in gold. He is, but he's shrugging, right? He's not upright. See that?
Right.
So when you're shrugging, it's like there's issues coming around. There's some problems that you're actually concerned or worried about. So in Chase's reading, if that card comes up, I'd be like, there's something that you're worried about. There's something that's going on, because each of us can be in the emperor, right? Masculine or feminine, it doesn't matter. But we're in, like in Chase's card, we're more concerned about, you know, the big responsibilities, maybe about our community or our family. Something's just not right, and it's making them just doubtful or just frustrated with situations. So like I said, it depends a lot on how he comes out. Okay, and of course, if he's in reverse, it's the opposite. Remember that if it comes out in reverse, it's the opposite of everything. Someone that's doubtful, someone that is not following his intuition, is questioning himself, someone that has gotten to a point where he's been disrespected or he's allowed himself to be disrespected. An emperor is an emperor no matter what. But if you allow yourself to be disrespected, you know, then that's not good. It's like he lost his power when it's in reverse. You know what I mean? Because you should be able to stay in your power unless you're doing something deceitful or manipulative too. That goes in the reverse. And you'll start getting that feeling when you get a read from somebody, you know, what it is and how it's feeling. questions on the Emperor?
It's really something that we have the same name, but his cards are totally different in how we're thinking. Like, and yours more angelic and happy, and mine's proper, and yet they're the same card.
I know. Which is cool because remember how many? There's probably over 1 billion people, you guys, in the world, right? Trillion. And there's how many tarot readers? Which is why we have our own. We'll have our own clients, our own customers. Each of us are not going to have the same customers or the same clients, right? And that's what happens. I have 3 decks usually, you know, and I might let people pick their own, or I'll just say, hey, this one's calling me for you guys. And a lot of my decks are going to resonate with the customers that I attract as well. Okay. Just like with yours, when you get to the point, Kim, when you pick your own tarot deck, you'll realize that people are gonna be like, oh, that's a beautiful deck, you know, because they're connected with your vibration. Same thing with Chase. So it's all about our personalities, right? You know, our energy, our vibration, who we're gonna attract, and they're not gonna care. I've been going to a lady since '97 that she does my readings, and her cards are so fragile and so old, and it's the same ones, you know, that she's always used. And I don't care like what they look like, because I don't look at the cards. I, you know, she reads them for me, like she's intuitive, and whatever she says, I know it's right. So it just depends, you know. People like the card, and sometimes they don't. They go for the reader herself, you know. So there's so many people out there that just like different things. That's okay. We all have there's plenty, right, of people that we're gonna attract, which is good. The High Priest, you guys, also known as a Hierophant. Who wants to? Let's see that. So let's see, Kim.
Okay. Can you see it now?
Yep. Okay. Yep. Looks good. Okay. Yep. A lot like mine. Okay. Chase. Speak, please.
Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh, look at the keys. Yep.
wow.
Looks like Merlin. I like that. Look at that. Okay. And then look at, see, his is called a Hierophant. Here's mine.
Ooh.
I like him when I get him in my deck. Let me tell you why. When I get him in my spread, he doesn't like giving you. He does not want that will give you the answers. He wants you to do the research. So, as a high priest, kind of high priestess, they know. They are very knowledgeable. They represent authority. They represent like above and below. Okay. And the keys that each of them hold is because they are balanced within the masculine and the feminine. That's what it means. They have the keys to both. And they want you to dig deeper. When you get that card, it means you already know the answers. You have to go within. Okay? You already need to go within. So on his staff, I think all of you guys have a staff. You got three crosses, okay? And that just means the upper world, the middle world, and the underworld. So when he shows up, he's connected to all of it, everything. But he's gonna stand firm, and he's not going to provide you when that card comes up for a question. He wants you to dig deeper. Now, you have the choice to sit with it, or you can ask, clarify. We can always do clarify, to clarify what the card means. And some people will use an oracle deck to get clarification. Some people will use another tarot deck to get clarification on what he means. Okay. And so that's what, just so you know, anytime we do a tarot reading, people like to do clarifiers. That means that let's get a little bit deeper. And usually oracle decks are really good if you're only going to do one specific reading. So let's think you're going to do love readings, okay? That means that your oracle decks are going to have to be all based on love, okay? If you're going to do just general readings, more like just wisdom and so forth, then I would get your oracle decks would be mainly on just wisdom. Or there's always some kind of connection. Okay, just make sure you realize that if you're ever even going to touch love readings, you need to have an oracle deck with love. And that could be a clarifier too for you. There's so many decks out there. Just make sure that however you want to start your readings and so forth, if you want to do love readings, general readings, past, present, future readings, you start connecting them all together. That means all your cards would have to be in that same line as well. If you wanted to do like clarifiers, right? So like if this card came up, because he's so balanced and he's an authority figure, right? And he's want you to do your own research, and you can see him. He's like, I'm not moving. Like this is my stance. Like dig within yourself, right? You need to find. And if you look at all of your guys's, high priest, Hierophant, they're not one to talk. They're very serious. And it's like, if you want to go talk to him, you better have all the evidence, because he's going to process with you, and you're going to figure out the answer by yourself. He's not one to say much. Okay. So to me, I look at this more like a block.
Okay.
It comes out. And he's like, right back at you. You need to figure it out. Okay. When in reverse, when it's in reverse, I would be happier because it's the opposite. So now, like, he's giving you some type of message. Okay, you're not doing enough work, or there is something that you need to know. Start asking more people. Ask a guide or a mentor to kind of clarify it for you. So when they're in reverse, now it's like he's giving you permission to go ask somebody else. Versus upright, figure it out. It's within you. And you'll notice.
So is the feminine the upright, and then masculine would be reversed?
No. The high priest and a high priestess, they're both balanced. They're very balanced and very arrogant. Okay. So, but the high priestess, she represents, for us, male or female, as in we know our stuff. We are knowledgeable, right? Like we've gained this type of respect. So she sits differently than he does.
Yeah.
Okay. You see that?
Yeah.
I'd probably pair her up with the emperor, honestly,
Yeah.
But she is her own. She has her own kingdom. She doesn't need a man at all. She is both. Same thing with him. So in a kingdom, you will either be ruled by the high priest, him, which I would not want to be ruled by him, or her.
I'll take her.
You know what I mean? So look at it that way. They are equals, but they are going to convey their information in very different styles. Yeah. And
yeah, my Empress card talks a lot about what's on there.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful. Like there's so much there, and she seems very like like you feel comfortable talking to her. Like she's welcoming, right? She has that welcoming type of aspect, at least. Whether you pass by him and you see him sitting down like on the steps, and it's like, to me, it's like he's blocking you from from going through those pillars, that path. He's literally like, he's sitting. If you look at him, he's sitting on the steps. He's like, you're not going to come in until you figure it out.
Yeah.
And that's how mine sits down. I don't know about Chase's. Chase looks a lot like Merlin, like very magical, but I believe he's, let's see, Chase, bring him closer or talk her.
Okay, period. I also noticed he don't have staff neither.
You what?
He doesn't have a staff. He just got his little hand here, but it does have those three, like you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. You see, it's like when you see him, it's like from behind him, I see like there's like a portal, right? That roundness. So it's like he's standing in front of you, getting to that portal until you figure out yourself. It's like you're not ready to move forward. You're not ready to pass go. Kind of look at it Monopoly. You're not ready to pass go until you figure out what you need to figure out. So when he comes into your card, it's a block. You're not ready to move forward. If you're asking that question, you're not ready to move forward. Okay.
Would that hold true on my card also? Or it's reading a different language?
It'll read it at a different language, but it's almost the same thing. If you look at your high priest, you know how he's at. If he's in front of something or he's like blocking something, then he's gonna do the same thing. You notice how wide they are? They take up the whole space, the whole card, right? There's no room to go around them. It's like, no. So to me, I look at it as a block. When you get him, it's like, shit. I'm not going nowhere. You know, you're stuck. It's like
It
you're
does
stuck.
look like that.
Right? Okay. Let's look at your guys' lovers. The lovers cards. Chase, I got my 3 or 4.
Yeah, I got 4. I looked in the book and it said to just pick whichever one resonated with you most to put it in there. So that's it.
You can even symbolize them for something else, honestly. Like you can say, hey, there's like third party involved.
Yeah.
You know? Okay, so here's my lovers.
I love that.
Here's mine. There's an angel protecting them. Let's see yours, Kim.
Oh, my computer's gonna die. Dang it.
Oh, wow. Yeah, same thing. It's got the angel, okay, protecting him. Good. I like that. Yeah. Yes.
Adam and Eve.
Yes.
I got him and Steve.
Oh, that is hilarious.
What is behind him? Hold on. Say something. Jay.
Thing.
Oh, it's a sun. Look at the arrows pointing down too. And there's like the pink flowers. Wow. To me, that's like Cupid's arrows, like Cupid. I'm thinking like Cupid, right? Valentine's Day, Cupid.
And they got
My computer's gonna die. I gotta go in the bedroom with you, okay?
Okay, that sounds good. Take me.
All right.
field trip.
Yes. I love this. Okay. So with the lovers cards, because it's going to pick up our energy, okay? Sometimes that will too. So when the lovers card comes on, it could be either there is a fated relationship that's meant to happen, okay? It could be either there's a destined love coming. So why I say destined is when an angel is like for ours, an angel is protecting this connection, which means that it's destined to happen when the lovers card comes up, like for Kim and I's. Because an angel is doing what they can from behind the scenes to get these two together. It may take months, it may take years, but that connection is protected, and they need to go through some stuff before they're able to get to each other. Okay. Mine are already touching and holding hands, which usually how I see it, that means that they already know each other, or they've already been together, and they might be in separation, or they're coming back together. Okay. When they're standing side by side, that usually means that they don't know each other yet, and so they're coming into union. Okay. Also could mean that there's a lot of differences between them that they still need to work on. Okay. It all depends on their body language, you guys. With Chase's cards, they're very much in love. But with those Cupid arrows, I always feel like when I see arrows like that and they're pink, I think of Cupid. That means that it's something that very, very, very passionate and very quick. Okay. Because your other lovers cards are actually, they have a different meaning to them, Chase. Like your other ones, like they look different.
Here, let
So
me
honestly, I would just have them all in that deck because they represent something different. Each of them do.
That's what I was kind of thinking too.
Because they're beautiful. Like, I think you
And then,
froze.
like this one, oh,
See that one?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
hello.
Okay, there we go.
And then Yeah, there's a few different.
Oh,
Kind of cool, huh?
oh,
Let's see. Chase, say something.
Hello, hello. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got these ones, and then we got.
oh.
Yeah. You see how there's like, so there's 4. So I would put them all in there because if something has to come out, one of those cards is a third party card. You can tell because there's a person walking away with the 2 females and the guy. One's walking away, which means that there's a third party involved. See? Chase, yours, I really feel that you're gonna be a very love and lust tarot reader. Like it's gonna be very blunt and very just like to the point here. And I think that's really good for your Saggy personality there.
Yeah, I love.
On my card, you can see there's like stormy clouds and a volcano bubbling over, and it doesn't sound very positive.
No, it doesn't. I mean, like I said, there's still a lot of work that they need to do for them to be connected. Now, it doesn't mean that that connection isn't destined. It just means that they need to work on some stuff, right? Either one person is very heated, right, with the volcano being reactive.
Yeah.
Other person could be just very, very, very negative, like negative Nancy, gloomy Gloria. You know what I mean? Like when you get kind of like that, where you just feel like you're gloomy. So things like that, you can tell by their personalities.
And there's fruit, and there's a serpent,
Mhm.
and of course behind Eve.
Yes, and also it could be where their sex is great, but everything else, like based on just regular talking, they just can't seem to kind of fit, you know. So it's more lustful than it is like love. So that right there can be more like, this is more lust. Because you guys don't really talk about anything else, you know, like regular conversation, right? It's more sexual, it's more passionate when you start getting those things, especially you see the volcano and the clouds, right? It doesn't mean that this connection won't come back around later on once they work in like heal or whatever it may be, right? But as of right now, no. Okay.
And then if it was upside down, would mean the opposite.
Exactly. That means this union's good. It's working. You guys have been working towards each other, right? You guys have been healing. You guys value each other and respect each other. You guys have been transparent because they're naked. You know what I mean? So it's like they're vulnerable.
Silly.
Yes. Okay. Those are pretty like, they're pretty like straightforward kind of cards. The Lover's card is pretty straightforward. Let's go for the Chariot.
Oh, I have 2 little kitty cats.
Let's see. You're freezing up, Chase, so hold on. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Look at the angel. Oof. He's on a mission. And
Got
he's
the little kitty cat.
spiritually guided.
He's got shit to do.
Yes. And what's cool, guess what? This was so cool about these, our chariots. They don't have a rope. So their magic is guiding them. They're very magical people. When you get the chariot, that means that you have magic because you're the magic in you is steering. It's steering the actual like the chariot. It's you, your mind, your magic, your hands. They are moving the chariot forward. Let's see yours, Kim.
I didn't even get to look at it too close myself.
Yours have kitty cats too, very Egyptian like. Ooh. Yes. That's a nice one. I like that's really beautiful.
I really like those cats too. Those are cute.
Yeah.
Different colors,
Yeah.
black and white. One's white and black. Cute.
Yeah. Okay, so mine's got a black and white horses.
Ooh.
Oh.
Mine's in the clouds, see?
Huh.
It's crazy. I'm like, woo.
And
And
mine's like uses at night.
yeah, yeah. And it's crazy because like all of them don't have any kind of like reins or like rope. So they're magic. So they're very magical, okay? So for me, for my card, because it's in a cloud, we'll take zodiac, it's an air sign, okay? When they're on the ground, we're looking at earth signs. When when there's fire, then we're looking at fire signs, okay? When there's water signs. So think of that too. That will always be very helpful. The black and white aspect of it is the dark and the light, that they're balanced together. And there should be some kind of like 8-pointed star, which is like the symbol for Venus.
There's 8 stars on there, but there's not 8.
Okay, yeah, 8 stars represents Venus. So you guys know that.
Love her.
The only thing I see is stars on that curtain behind him, but I do see water at the bottom, but he's sitting on the ground. Would that be more earth or water?
Earth. So with this chariot, what this guy says that when he comes in, that means he's battled a lot of battles, and now he is in control of his outcome, okay? Because guess what? He's using his magic. He knows who he is. He knows what he values. He knows his own worth, and now he's going after it. So when the chariot comes out in a reading, it's like the person you're reading for now knows what they're worth, and now they have a direction, clear direction, and they're moving towards it fast. Okay, if you notice, like in the they're like in a hurry, right? And they're also being guided. They're being
Look at
guided.
his room. That's so funny. He's a creative guy, isn't he?
Very, yes. Yeah. And usually what happens is the chariot usually comes in fast, but it comes in at night. So it depends on where yours is at. If yours, like mine's gonna come in at night. And for my card, because it's at night, maybe the person is dreaming of the chariot, dreaming of somebody, has been dreaming of somebody. So depends on like your symbols. Like for Kim, your symbols are very Egyptian. Okay. So because in Egyptian, it could be somebody from a past life that's coming in. Okay. Chase has got the cats. The cats are connected to like witches. So there could be something very like magical. The cats are very magical, and they open doors to different realms too. So when the chariot comes in, that means that they're actually getting a lot of assistance, from either, ancestors, right? From past life magic that's guiding them now. They are getting help from people that they actually believe in. And they're not controlling anything. They have no control. They have literally released control. And now they're allowing like their magic, and they believe in themselves that they're being guided in the direct way. So it's like when we let go of the reins, right, where the horses are going or whatever, you let go of control, right? We let go and we're free, and we believe. And now we're going to go ahead and manifest what we want to manifest now, what we believe in ourselves. So it's a very powerful card when that card comes out. No, you're good. It's fine. And of course, the reverse would be, the opposite of all that. Somebody that is controlling, go, needs to have direction, needs to be told what to do, really is doubtful in their own power, doubtful in their own magic. Just doubtful, honestly, within themselves. Very very like 3D, very, very like just doesn't believe in his value, or values himself at all, or herself. So in reverse, it'd be a very sad card. Okay, let's look at the strength card. Okay, let's see, Kim.
Hello.
Yes. Beautiful. I like her. Okay. Beautiful. Yeah. Yours.
Mine's called Fortitude, but it's number, wait, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it's number 8. Yeah. It's called Fortitude, though.
Okay, you were breaking up, so let's try it again. Ooh,
Okay. So this is number 8, but it's called Fortitude.
okay. And that's the strength card. Beautiful.
Yeah, I'm assuming so, because I don't got no other.
Yep.
I like her. She's a little gypsy baddie.
I like, and it's fortitude. It's like peace, which is what the strength card is. That she's at peace with herself. You know what I mean? She knows her good and she knows she's tamed the beast within her. Okay, so when a strength card comes out, and here's mine.
Wow.
Okay, so when the strength card comes out, it's like knowing you're strong and you've been through so many different kinds of battles. You overcome so many challenges that you know your own strength, but you're not making that what your experiences, you're not turning them over into where you are rude, where you're mean, where you're going to try to like empower people. No, you're still humble and you're still, tame, which is why that the lion is right next to her. It's because she can be a beast, and we all can, right, have that in her, but she's humble and she's realizing that she can tame the beast within her. She can also tame the beast within other people as well, with that infinity symbol over her head. And that's what it is. It's that within, right, without, above, and below. It's all of it. It's that infinity symbol. And so that's what it means. She knows herself. And there's usually roses or a flower, and it's that love, calmness, gentle, peace, and playful. She's courageous, for making peace with herself. It's not easy to love the beast within you. It's not easy, to humble yourself, to calm yourself. And you become courageous now, knowing that you have that lion. It's like you have befriended a lion. What kind of person does that? Mm-hmm. Yes. So that's a very, very powerful card for it to come out, because you know exactly what kind of person that you're seeing. Someone that has scars that we can't see, but still holds themselves well, holds themselves, elegant and beautiful, and is so respectful to everybody. And that it doesn't allow them to be sour, right? They're still wanting good for humanity. And that's the beauty of it, is just look. And a lot of times when this line comes on, it could be a fire sign, it could be an earth sign too, it could be an air sign, but it's not a water sign, because there's no emotions. She's just calm. They're very calm, they're very playful. There's no emotions.
That's really cool on this one. The way she's petting the lion, like you would a dog that would come up or not, she's got it all under control. I think this one's beautiful. Her face and the background.
Yes, and that's what it is. It's like where she's learned to be playful within herself, right? And it's that beast within us, but also learn to be playful. She can handle other beasts around her as well, right? Male or female, it doesn't matter. She knows them. Why? Because she is that as well.
Right.
So you become what you attract, right? If you were a beast, you'll attract beasts, but you also know how to talk to them, because you are them.
Yeah.
And that's the beauty of it. It's like, wow. Like, and she's not gonna allow anything to bother her, to trigger her and the beast within her. No, she's balanced. She's calm. Kind of like Chase's card is really beautiful. It's like she could be literally walking through her and her lion through chaos, and nothing is going to shake them up. You know, it's like they are in their power. She's in her power. He's in his power, and nothing is going to make him think twice or divert him at all. They're not. So it's a beautiful card.
So chaos is not gonna affect this one.
Nope.
Okay.
So when that card comes through, it's what it is. It's one of those cards where no, chaos isn't. And if someone's wanting to know more information about like their future, how this is going to happen, and I'll talk about how we read cards, what it works for you. But I read mine in a story, from the beginning, what's going to happen to the end, right? And if that card comes at the end, says, okay, if you do the work, you're going to become this person. And so that's what the beauty of it is that there is a story time. And so that way they know, okay, I've got choices here. I can do the work, right? Inner work, whatever it may be, or I can not, and this is what's going to happen. So it honestly just depends on how it sits, in that placement.
That's beautiful.
Mm-hmm. They're beautiful cards. Questions so far with these guys? No, any questions? Kim, Chase?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So let's go ahead and wrap up. It's already gonna be 8 o'clock. We've gone through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 today, which is really good. These 5 are like really big on your major arcana, and then from there we only have a few more to go for the major arcanas, and then we'll get into the actual suits. Okay. Make sure you guys still sleep with them. Are you guys sleeping with them? Kind of playing with them a bit here and there?
I haven't slept with them. I'm afraid I'll knock them out behind the bed.
Yeah, no, as long as like they're around you, like you have the energy with them, always playing with them, then you're really good. You guys can always have crystals around them too if you want to have crystals. That will help it as well, just as long as they have your energy, like they can really truly like know your personality and so forth, which will be nice. Okay.
I dropped mine today. Is that a bad sign?
And also, if you guys ever wanted to do like yes and no readings, quick ones, you can decide if you want to do a 3-card draw or a 5-card draw. But uprights are yes, reverses are no's. So if you're like, okay, should I do this? Ask spirit and then say, I'm gonna do a 3-card draw. Should I go here? And then you go 1, 2, 3. And if all 3 came back reverse, that's no. If 2 out of 3 come up, upright, that's a yes. So you can do those simple type of readings, quick readings for yourself as well, without having to have a pendulum. You can do the cards. Okay. And then just look on you guys. You guys decide if you want to do 3-card draws for yourself or 5-card. I like to do 5. But some prefer 3. There's no right or wrong. It's whatever you feel.
The 5 was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
The 5 started out and really put you in perspective and just was right on.
Yep.
I was like shocked.
Yep. It's a really good way to kind of read it, once you get familiar with it. And yeah, it's just whatever feels good for you. Okay. It's about you guys. Anything else for me? No. Okay. You guys have a great week or weekend, and then we'll see each other next Wednesday.
Okay, sounds
Yeah, I'll be
good.
talking to you anyway.
Okay, cool. Yes, you will. Both of you guys will. Okay. See you guys. Have a good night.
Yeah, have a good night.
Bye.